Just who the hell are we taking down?
Couldn't tell you, Sergeant. With Black Sector, that could only mean a handful of outfits.
All of bad news, Spider.
Alert. Alert. LiDAR scan detected. Helos Room 7-3 is no longer on stealth vector. Evasive, evasive, evasive.
That mean what I think it means?
Remember Back to the Future 2 and its hilarious technologically advanced look at the year 2015? That's essentially Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. An 80s representation of the year 2007. The future! Complete with neon lights, bad guys in motorcycle helmets, laser weapons, an incredibly bad, awesome synth soundtrack, and hilariously retro cutscenes that would have been at home in the NES era. So, what the heck is Blood Dragon all about? And why is it called Far Cry 3? The game bears the Far Cry 3 name because... I knew the answer to this. The game bears the Far Cry 3 name because it uses the same engine, plain and simple. If you've played the absolutely brilliant Far Cry 3, you'll jump right into the game with no problems. It'll all feel second nature. Except Blood Dragon isn't a continuation of Far Cry 3's storyline. Blood Dragon is a completely new story that doesn't take itself too seriously at all, and thus acts as a standalone title rather than an expansion. You play as Rex Power Cult, a Mark IV cyborg, half-human, half-badass robot on a mission to stop an Omega Force agent gone rogue. The plot screams 80s and 90s action movie. Michael Biehn steps into the role of Rex and fits like a glove into the grizzled soldier with an attitude role. Bean? Biehen? Bean? It's the guy from the first Terminator movie. Blood Dragon follows a similar format as its retail brother. You still have an island to roam around. It's much smaller than Far Cry 3, with 13 outposts to take over and a few dozen side missions. There isn't a lot of variety in these, as they only consist of either helping out a hostage by silently taking out his captors, or hunting the various wildlife. There are also challenges and collectibles scattered around the island, putting you on the hunt for old television sets, VHS tapes, and documents. There are 12 animals to kill, which, with your overpowered weapons, shouldn't be nearly as hard as it was in Far Cry 3. Roaming the island are the Blood Dragons, large lizards that shoot laser beams out of their mouths. They're dangerous, and you won't be able to take them head-on from the beginning. To help bypass these creatures, you can rip out the cyborg hearts from dead enemies, which you can then throw to distract them, if at least for a few seconds. There is leveling and skill progression in Blood Dragon, but unlike Far Cry 3, you can't pick and choose your upgrades. Rather, each level you gain will net you a bonus to your character, many of which are similar to those found in Far Cry 3, such as the ability to bring down heavily armored soldiers with a stealth takedown. Don't fret though, Rex starts off with almost all the necessary badass skills the moment he jumps from the chopper. The game has some fairly obvious nods to Terminator, but movies like Rocky, Star Wars, and Karate Kid even get parodied as well. Wait, we can't have an 80s parody without a training montage! Okay, that was awesome. Alright, those who played through Far Cry 3 stealthily will be a little puzzled by Blood Dragon's design at first, because the game is meant to be more action-based. While it certainly includes stealth segments, being sneaky is not as encouraged as it was in Far Cry 3. Given its $14.99 price tag, it's only fitting that Blood Dragon isn't overly long. The main story, which consists of 7 missions, can easily be completed under 3 hours, but that time can easily be doubled if you want to do everything in the game. We give Blood Dragon a 9. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon is a radical fun time. It might not be the bodacious experience you get with Far Cry 3, but the over-the-top story, line delivery, and humorous representation of an 80s view of the year 2007 makes for an absolute must-buy for you bad dudes who enjoy action flicks and run-on sentences from that era. For more totally awesome news, reviews, cheats, videos, and more, set your time circuits to GameZone.com. Thanks for watching.
Evasive, evasive, evasive.